All right, guys, a very quick one. I need to show you guys simple steps of this Ultron swap. We've been telling our people to get prepared about this project. They are becoming more phenomenal, as I'm saying. And so the swap happened launched today, and we could see people start experimenting. So very quick one. So what you need to do is you copy your wallet's address. Of course, you need to have your MetaMask, or if you're using Trust Wallet. I don't use Trust Wallet for transaction per se. And outside opening a Trust Wallet, buy a coin, and then lock it there, cut it off, and then take it off from the place and lock it somewhere. And that's exactly what I do. So let's quickly look at using MetaMask. Now, in your MetaMask, the first thing you do, make sure your MetaMask is on your Binance chain. Okay, so when your MetaMask is on your Binance chain, the smart chain, you copy the wallets and send in USDT, probably from any external wallet you are sending from. So in my own case, I'm going to send from my Binance. Okay, and so I want to send, so I'm going to send from my Binance. So let me go to my Binance, and then to withdraw, maybe just little money, maybe for the purpose of this experimentation. So I'm going to my Binance and then to click withdrawal. Okay, sorry, beg your pardon. I'm withdrawing USDT, remember, not fiat. So I'm withdrawing USDT. Let me quickly go back to. So please remember the USDT I'm withdrawing, I am withdrawing it to Binance Smart Chain. Okay, so I just want to bridge first. So you can bridge from anywhere, but the fastest for me now is to USDT. You can bridge from Ethereum blockchain, so you can bridge from anyone. So I'm bridging from Ethereum blockchain. So the first is copy the wallet already from my MetaMask. Okay, all right, there I go, and I need to enable it to be this guy, Binance Smart Chain. Please take note of that. So let me pick like $200. And then I take it over to withdraw to my MetaMask. Okay, so the whole essence is that I want to bridge USDT from MetaMask, Binance Smart Chain to Ultron Smart Chain. Okay, so remember, so I'm bridging from Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. So I want to withdraw USDT, or the USDT I'm withdrawing to Binance Smart Chain. So please make no mistake of probably withdrawing. However, if you withdraw from Ethereum blockchain, make sure you bridge from Ethereum Smart Chain, that's Ethereum blockchain, to Ultron. So myself, I want to bridge from Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. So that I can buy. So let's look at it. If I can see the code copied from here. Okay, there we go. So I want to copy the code for withdrawal. Okay, we're there. Here we go. So, okay, so I want to withdraw that. So this is for confirmation. Please, I always tell you guys to try as much as possible to protect your assets. Okay, so let's go here. The whole essence of this is to pick money into Binance Smart Chain with USDT. All right, so Over time, so many assets will be available. Of course, you need to know that. So, but the easiest I can do with you guys now to make it more simpler and direct is to bridge from USDT, of course, to their peg UUSDT. Okay, right? So now, okay, we're waiting for the transaction to be completed. But however, before the transaction is completed, so let's go to MetaMask or any DEX wallet, of course, as you have. Now, let me quickly connect the Ultron swap to my MetaMask. So you look for Ultron, that is ultronswap.com, right? So pick up ultronswap.com. So it's going to ask for synchronization in order to switch network. So you agree for it to switch network. Because I've switched before, and that's why I just moved straight away. So in your case, to ask you, sign in, agree, all of those processes. So once that is done, good and fine. Now, we're waiting for the transaction. And of course, some of you guys who had not had any maybe interaction with USDT, Binance chain. So you have to go to any coin aggregator, and then USDT. Okay, so USDT, like Tether, so that you can pick and airdrop, okay, to Binance Smart Chain. So you copy the contract address and of course go to your MetaMask, okay, and then there you go. Okay, I quickly change back to Dubai Me. Have a lot of different protocol in my own case here. So your own case, so you need to airdrop it. And mine had been airdrop before, so I have okay, I have USDT available. Okay, but in your own case, you may not have. So in that case, you have to import and then paste. So it's going to tell you maybe already have. Okay, it's already existing. So then if that is done, the next thing you need to do, you have gone to Ultron Swap and ensure that it's connected. By default, once it's connected, it's going to show something like this. I'm going to connect to Ultron. Okay. This is Ultron blockchain. So it's going to be connected to Ultron blockchain. Let me refresh so that I don't get confused about this. Okay. So by default, when you connect, it's going to show, look at the wallet address, it's going to show Ultron this way. The first place you need to go to is to go to the bridge. First step, go to bridge. Now, what you want to do is to bridge from Binance Smart Chain, okay, to Ultron, okay? You want to bridge from Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. So in that case, when you click on this place, you have to select Binance Smart Chain. Now, once it's selected, by default, bring up here. You can use Ultron to switch to, to do bridge to other blockchain using their protocol, and so is Steam, another thing entirely. So it's quite fascinating. So, but what we want to do now is to have ULX. And so now having bridged this, sometime when you bridge, you may see this instead of showing Binance, show Ultron, the transaction may not be successful. So you're bringing money from Binance protocol into Ultron protocol. So you have bridged it. Please take note. I can repeat this over and over because I want you guys to get it. Now, we'll say when you connect, okay, so let me pick this out. So you go to ultronswap.com, okay, then you have to connect. Okay, so you break up this. So when you pop up this, it asking you to switch from Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. So by default, you're going to show this. When you show this, go to bridge. And when you go to bridge, you see that bridging from Ultron to Smart Chain, No, select this Ultron. I hope somebody is following now. So now you're selecting this Ultron. Perhaps just switch it over. When you switch it over, it's going to say, okay, switch now from Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. Ensure that this is showing Binance and not Ultron. Just like this is showing now, it's not going to work. So if it's giving you that headache, always come back here, right? And switch it over. You can see it switch into Binance Smart Chain. So you're actually bringing money from Binance protocol into Ultron protocol. So here, below here, you click to select, you have different coins. So I'm using USDT. You can see I have some fund. This money that we deposited had actually come. Now, what do I actually want to do? I want to move this USDT into Ultron USDT. Okay, so into the protocol. So I pick in 200 bucks. Good. I pick it to minimum you can do is $12, and maximum you can do for the bridge is $2 million to bridge it. So I'm bridging now from Binance Smart Chain to Ultron protocol. So I click bridge. Now it's going to ask you for permission first. So you say yes to sign. Now you wait, don't interrupt the process. Very important. Don't get the process interrupted. Wait for it. It's going to tell you, by default, transaction, it can bring up the next confirmation. So you have to wait. And sometimes if you have a very poor network connection, so now it's a confirm the transaction in your wallet. All these transactions are still running from the Binance chain. So all the fee you're paying, everything is still running on Binance chain. So you are moving the money down from Binance chain. So you say good, that means it was successful. So you see, I have no more money here. Now, what has happened? My $200 have been moved into Ultron blockchain. So what next am I going to do? First function you performed was to bridge the protocol of Binance Smart Chain to Ultron. Why? Because you need to swap Ultron, right? Now, it's the first time you are doing this because this is kind of testing the developer enable you with 0.01 Ultron because the first transaction you will carry out. So then the next place I go is to go to swap. So if I go to swap, what exactly are you going to see? Now, if you go to swap, so you have not swapped before. So just click on the USDT. You see that the USDT now has moved into USDT, small USDT. Now, by default, you're still on Binance and that's what's rolling. Then you probably have to go back. Okay. You have to go back to your, MetaMask and then change to Ultron protocol. Now I've changed to Ultron, but don't mind me, I've done some swapping today. I've done a lot of experimentation. That's where you see I have some Ultron. So not everybody will have Ultron that way. So what exactly are we doing now? We want to swap. So you can see that as I click on swap now, it's showing the USDT I have. So what exactly am I swapping to? So you have to now look, select, I'm swapping to ULX. Now take note, you saw ULX, you saw wrap ULX. Now when you're going to do some kind of liquidity pool and all of that, or staking, you have to like wrap to ULX. That means you have ULX wrap into wrap ULX where you want to stake. When you make money at the wrap ULX, you'll wrap it back by just switching it. And that's where you have this toggle here. So if you click here, then you're going to see if I want to wrap. So when I want to unwrap it, just to change it over and unwrap back as it were. So, but that's not what we're looking for. We want to swap first. So I'm going to swap, right? I'm going to swap, let's say, 100, because I only want to do some experimentation because I will do liquidity provision later. So I'm going to do $100. So $100 is going to give you 3,000 whatever. So one USDT now is just 35 point something. All right. That means the price had actually changed. Because if you look at it, one USDT is now 35 ULX. So one ULX will be how much? 0.02 something already. Okay, ULX 0.028 already. Remember the pre-launch, pre-sale of the project we were getting before the swap was launched, it was pegged at the pre-launch price of 0.01. So if you're buying a package now, what somebody got at 0.01, you're going to get it at the prevailing price of the swap. Okay, so understand all of these discrepancies. So let's go ahead, guys. So I'm going to swap $100 to ULX. So at this point, I have some ULX. If you, the first time you have some fraction of ULX. So I'm going ahead to swap ULX. So it's enabled. First of all, enable the transaction, the confirm, you wait. So there are two steps to it. You wait, right? Now, when you wait, the next will pop up by default after the first, giving permission. Now you are to allow the transaction to take place now, charging you ULX. So we're waiting. So once the confirmation is completed, then you see that I have the ULX and buy. That's the first step. You want to buy the ULX and all of that. Good, it's done. Remember, those of us who have stake, maybe over time now, you have access, the API will be synchronized totally where whatever thing you earn from your, Mavi back office, you can just transfer directly to your wallet, and then you can make do with it, that to swap it or to do whatever. I think this thing is going to be very amazing. That's the truth. So here you go. You can see now I have 1,000 plus before that is about 4,000 plus right now. Now, the next you want to do farming. Okay, you want to do staking. I think this thing is getting out of hand. People are just doing massively. So I'm not going to do a simple staking because the percentage is not too encouraging. I think it's still fluctuating until when they consolidate though. So, but if you look at the farming, that means you have to do liquidity pool. All right. So you have to do liquidity. ULX USDT is the one that have the highest percentage. Oh, so I've started earning because I experimented some. So I've started earning already 1.798 ULX. So imagine that I've earned now, so I can harvest. Okay, so let's experiment the harvest. So, I just love experimentation, guys. So I've earned, so I can harvest. So then I'm going to pair more farming just for the fun of it. I will leave some to just be there. When the price go up, I can just sell and stuff like that. Now, this is just experimental stage of this, and so, but I love experiment. Good. Now I've harvested this, so you see I have 0 now. So like the example I told you guys, that now you can see I have 1.8 that is wrap, so I can unwrap it to ULX. You know about wrapping and all of that. So just like when you are doing BNB, where you stake and do farming in BNB, what automatically convert to is a wrap BNB and all of that. So what do? I want to unwrap this guy, so I can say unwrap everything. Okay, 100%. Okay, that's 1-to-1 peg. So understand all of those gimmicks. Then I go ahead. Come on, man, this thing is getting more fascinating there. So I click on confirm. So wait for it for good. Man, this is too fast. Good. This is done. So I've already unwrapped what I earned. Guys, can you imagine that? So you can see the liquidity. So my pool, okay, I'm not on this pool here. So I want to do farming. Okay, so I want to do farming. So I have to first of all supply liquidity. Okay, so now supply liquidity USDT to ULX. That's the farming I want to do. And why do I do that? So quickly you can see that ULX USDT is the highest percentage. Okay, then next to USDC ULX, and then we have USDT. Now I always teach about something impairment loss in liquidity when we're doing yield farming. Many of us may disregard this, but you can see that many people put money here. Let me tell you guys something. This money that is paired here, this 52% may look too small to you now. However, this is a kind of, now, any money you wrap here, you are not going to have problem of impairment loss, right? It's going to be constant. When you wrap or when you stake your liquidity, so you still have the same thing. No one I'm eating into any other one. Anyway, I'm not going to teach you much about impairment right now. So, but you could see that there's more money here than here. You ask me why, Felix? There's so much on that to read. So, but I am here, so and I want to experiment this to you guys. Okay. So now, so I go to liquidity. And what exactly am I going to do in liquidity? So I look at, so let me use just like I wish I can put it up to $100. I will have loved to do about $100. So let me quickly go back to this guy again. All right, go to bridge. If I can still see, I think I have fraction of USDT. Do I? Let's go there. So go here. So remember, I'm switching from BSC. Okay, I have about $8, so I can take it up. Okay, not up to minimum. Come on. Okay, so but no problem. So let's quickly go back, guys. So I go back to my to change the protocol to Ultron, and then from there, very fantastic. So let's just do what's available. Okay, remember this is just for experimentation. So there I go to liquidity, and then I'm going to supply liquidity. So let's say $80 or $90. This is 99. So let's say $90. Wow, it's good. So about 3,000 something. You know, of course, we're going to talk about liquidity. So understand what we mean by liquidity. So, okay, I want to have a round figure. So say 3,500. Okay, makes sense? Yeah. So 3,500. So you can see the ULX one. So the liquidity now, the LP token is converted to not even up to 1 LP. You know, it's very small. So maybe by the time doing like, look at it, let's see what's going to be up to 1 LP. Come on, let's say 10,000. Okay, it's already debugging me because I do not have up to that. But I really want to see what will be up to an LP. Nevertheless, let's go very quickly so to get this. So I supply liquidity. And so let's wait. Okay, now confirm and I wait for the payment to be accepted. So you have to wait. Don't be in haste. I will tell people anytime you're doing anything on the digital space, always read. Just read. Don't rush. Read, and it will give you exactly what you're looking for. Sometimes some of us are doing the haste and then just click and probably no, just wait and observe the procedure. Okay, there we go. So I need to now accept the payment. So good. We're waiting for it to be good. So, you know, we're doing a lot of yield farming, liquidity. Some of us who have been doing some, you know, DeFi game and all of that. So it's quite amazing. And you can see that this company is not only depending on the network of Mavi, because there was a question I asked one of the developer that time, and I said, what happened when person chose not to come through the LP They say when you intro, you can have a link, but it's not compulsory. And the way the guy answered me was like, it's not compulsory. The Marvel shouldn't have everything. It's just a mere partnership. So whatever thing they can have, they should have, but they can't have everything. Wow, I was like, wow, this is amazing, So you can see now what is still there, Marvel is there, but here you can independently come in over here and then do what you need to do. Okay. So you can see the pull out so I go to the farm. Okay, you can see the pull I've done already. Okay, the pull I've done now. So I've supplied the pool, and do I want to withdraw? So now let's go to the farm. Okay, let me see my farm. Okay, so what I had before was little compared to what is there now. So ULX, what I had before was very little compared to what I have now. It was 1 point. I had wanted to pick out the range I have. Okay. Okay, so now, okay, this is what I had before. Okay, so now I want to add up more liquidity. So there, okay, this is the volume of maximum of what I just converted now. Okay, what I just converted newly now is this. Okay, this may get you more confused, guys. Remember, you have supplied the liquidity where your ULX and USDT are now brought together. This, when you talk about LP, liquidity provision, all right, you are merging two assets together to earn a particular wrap coins. So what you made together is USDT. Those of us who have brew drip network, we do combination of drip and BUSD, so it's an LP. When you have made some money or you want to stop, you can remove liquidity, and then you would have disembarked the two, one here, one here. You can dispose the other one, depending on what you want to do. That's exactly what you have done here. You have merged the two. And for you to do that, you have to come to liquidity. That's where you provided it. But you saw the process I passed through. You're going to bridge first. And after bridging, I have to swap to have the coin. And then I have some USDT left to now combine to become an LP. And then at this point in time, I come to Mr. Farm, right? And you can see that what I made was in this area, right? So I have to now click, so you can see stake. Now, if I click on stake, that means the one I had there before will be on stake. This time around, I'm clicking on what? Stake. Then it shows this, yes. I can decide to even stake part of what I have here. See that I have 0.0005. I can decide to even stake 3 out of what I have, right? Because over time too, as the price of this coin go up, the volume of the LP, the capacity of your LP can reduce. So I can decide to unwrap it and take out my money. Okay, so but in this case, I'm doing experimentation, right? If I want to increase this, can tell me get more USDT, ULS, which are the LP. If I click that, it take me to supply. Okay, guys, look at it. You can see take me to supply. If I want to compress these guys now into an LP, but I'm not doing that. So I'm actually now staking it. So let's go ahead, maximum, confirm. So let's wait. Then this is super awesome, guys. Okay, this is fascinating. So he asked me to confirm before he will approve the transaction. Go ahead and permit for the approval. Guys, we're waiting. So now you can see I will be earning wrap ULX. And then if I have made a lot, because it's 1-to-1, I will wrap it and I want to swap it to USDT and all of that. So if I wrap it again and sell to USDT, I can now bridge it to any protocol, either Binance protocol, either Phantom, either come on. So it's crazy, guys. So there's a lot of unveiling aspect of technology. People are still, trying a lot of standard. Okay, good. So this is done. Okay. Now you can see my LP has increased. Initially, what I had was plenty 0 and 1 something. Then this one 3 0 and 5 all together. Then can I see now? See, I have nothing to stake. If I want to stake it, I can go ahead here and on stake. Then whatever thing I earn, I can be investing here. So tomorrow, guys, I'm going to come back here and show you the one I will harvest, and then I'm okay, and then we're joining the deal. So it's amazing, guys. You can see now. So you can see what I've just accrued, Now, over time, I can always harvest it. So, my guys, let's see how it rolls. These are the rumor stage of this type of project. And then you are watching to see what eventually happened. The truth is that when you wait too long, you may waste a lot of things. So let's take advantage of it. Well, I'm not a motivational speaker, you know that. So, but I like taking step into things that are still very dicey. Then until when people get to clarify it, so we can narrate the story. So thank you very much. I think this should help you and guide you properly to be able to, first of all, get your USDT into any of those protocol. Now, what was easier for me in the protocol is the Binance protocol. And then you bridge it, but ensure you follow those steps. You get confused at any point in time, return back to the step, pause the video, and take step one after the other, and then you're good to go. Then if you're watching the video and yet to get started, of course, why don't you meet up with the person who sent me this video, and then you can get started there. Then those of us in our community who have not started, well, I'm not motivating you now, because I find out that sometimes we actually miss a very vital, entry position of this project. While we're waiting for 1st of June, people have actually set up their structure and we're making insane money while we were waiting. So what I got, an understanding I got, was that I thought they were saying by the month of June, the stuff will start properly. I didn't know that people have started taking positions and making a lot of money, and then while we were waiting, guys, it's crazy, right? So, but what are we going to do? Nothing. It has happened. The only thing is that we take advantage of what is in our front now. So, good number of people have started before us, and then they have built a very large community. And of course, too, if we have started, a lot of people will have been disturbing you. Oh, they have not launched. When are they going to launch and all of that? It's still very likely that a lot of people will be waiting until they see it launch like this and all of that. You can see in my own little account, I've made over $1,480, even when I'm not serious. Okay. So over time now, you can now see, you come to your hub and you're able to see once the API is thoroughly synchronized, then whatever thing you have accrued, I could imagine people who have been validators and all of that. So at that point, you will now see you're available here, available in wallets. So you're able to click withdrawal, like all this one that I have accrued here now, 873, 4,457, 590, 24, all of them, you see they're available here. And then you synchronize from your back office to your MetaMask wallet or your Trust wallet, any wallet you desire to use. And then you'll be able to get your hub withdraw, your coin withdraw. And of course, we already know how the whole system works. It's not like the coin is going to be released to you at a go. It has sequential order and all of that. So my only two way, I'm already like gathering some momentum in the process of the system. So presently now I'm in pair. Okay, and so when Sapphire is already going, and that's where I can collect $100 or $500 or something. And then an Apple Watch, I don't need it. I need the Balakai. not the. I'm using Apple Watch. I'm not looking for girlfriend. So then I can claim it, and then I will now enter the global pool and all of that. I think a lot of people have done the Noble already. I think I have a guy who was ready on Emerald or going to Diamond something. Then we could see a lot of massive things happening there. So, guys, it's so simple, and so I hope this will help you a lot to navigate the Ultron blockchain, the bridge, the swap, and all of this. Thank you very much. Do have a nice time. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye.